I'm Jamie Hooper with Remax Crest and jamiehooper.com, and today I want to talk to you about the real truth why realtors do open houses. Going back in history to the early to mid 1960s, if you hired a realtor to sell your property, they were responsible for finding the buyer. There was no cooperative system as the MLS has operated under for the last 52 or 53 years. You were responsible for finding the buyer for that listing yourself. So in 1963, if you were hired to find a buyer for someone's property, how would you do that? You would probably put a for sale sign up out front for when people drove by, they would see, and they could get your name from there and contact you about buying the home. Or you would put a classified ad in the newspaper. Or the third thing that you would do is you would hold open houses for people to actually view the property. That was the only way you could get it done back then. Well, the system changed in the mid-1960s, but the industry didn't change with it. In the mid-1960s, the MLS came into being, and what happened was then there was a cooperative system where buyers or other agents could bring you an offer on your property from a buyer that they had looking. So this system has been under use for the last 53 or 54 years. But even knowing that, we continued to do open houses as an industry. And the reason we continued to do it was for two reasons. Number one, it was visual. Your seller wouldn't see you for the rest of the week. He may talk to you on the phone, but it was showing them that you were doing something to try and sell their home. The second reason why realtors want to do that is they want to meet buyers. And what do I mean by they want to meet buyers? Let's say Mr. and Mrs. Jones come into my listing and they walk around and they have a look at it, and they came up to me. By the way, this was during that era. This is all changed now. But they would come up to me and say, gee, we really like this house, but it's one bedroom short. Well, I would look at my watch and say, you know what, there's one that has an extra bedroom just like this down the street, and I'm going to be available to show that to you at 4 o'clock today. If you like, I could get you in there. What's happened there? I've met someone that may want to buy real estate, and hopefully they'll like me, and they'll be able to sell, and then I'll be able to sell them a property. Realtors will come back and tell me right now, and some of them aren't going to like what I'm saying here, that, oh, I sell houses at open houses all the time. Well, I'd like to qualify that because industry standards say that a very small percentage of houses sell at open houses. So that's how we operated from the mid-60s till June 14th, 2018. Now the rules have changed again. And I think open houses are going to change again. What's happening now is realtors, we have to give a bunch of disclaimers, etc., to the general public when they attend our open houses. We have to talk to them about a bunch of agency rules and regulations, etc. And it doesn't give you that chance to bond with someone. If you meet someone at a restaurant and you'd like to talk with them, if you ask them to sign a bunch of disclaimers first, they're probably not going to be very excited about speaking with you. The first few open houses I've done since the change to the rules, that's how I found it. It's hard to build a relationship with someone when you have to start your conversation that way. The second thing that's coming along that's going to change open houses is virtual reality. Today there's only about 50 million people that are hooked up with virtual reality, and they say that figure will, by 2023, will be over 1 billion people. You'll be able to go online and check these houses out and do everything but smell them in the amount of time in 10 or 15 minutes where it would have taken you hours before. So I'm Jamie Hooper with Remax Crest. Hopefully that's given you a little insight into why open houses aren't necessary to get your property sold. And if you have any other questions about real estate, feel free to email or contact me by phone.